Those of you in a panic about the Trump administration, let me give you a visual. Stephen Miller, that sexy beast, is in his office smirking, knowing that you are scared of him and the things that he's doing. Imagine doing something that satisfies Stephen Miller. That should scare you. That should send you into a panic, because that is a horrifying thought. They are imploding over there. It may look scary out here. Yeah, we hear about the database. Well, they want you to know just enough about the database to scare you. But anyone talking about it, saying they know what's going to happen with it, they don't know. They're lying. Any fear-mongering about that is all BS, because it's a top secret thing, and no one can get on here and go, okay, so here's what it is, because they can't talk about it. If the deportations were going well, we wouldn't know about the deportations, because they've been going on for generations. And were you every day rocking back and forth going, the deportations? No. Well, it doesn't impact you. That's not why you're not scared. Yeah, they directly impact me, and that's all I'm going to say. But what good would panicking do me? It would put a smile on Stephen Miller's face. Trump got a narcissistic wound, his first one in his life, from the taco situation, from Wall Street making fun of him behind his back, and his staff didn't tell him, and a woman asked him on live TV about it. He will seethe about that for the rest of his life. His paranoia will get worse forever. He is going to be more difficult to work with. He's going to make a lot more mistakes. You know, what did he post after that? Joe Biden was taken out. Now we have a clone. So now he's just advertising his mental illness, his mental decline to the world from Truth Social. You know, messed up the deal with Iran. People on the right are pissed off about that. They're mad that this big bill doesn't promise them anything that he said on the campaign trail, and they're being lied to. They're leaving every day. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. And what's fantastic is they're actually posting on here like videos, not just comments, videos, which I've been saving to do a compilation video on. So they're leaving. They're imploding up there. They're doing everything badly. Trump is pissed at the Supreme Court. He thought he was just going to get to do whatever he wanted, and no one was going to say anything to him, because he's trying to intimidate everybody. Except everybody's not intimidated. And Elon thought he was going to buy himself a presidency, not have the accountability of it, just being cool. And now he's just a clown. He's ruined his company. He's ruined his bladder. They're imploding over there. So panic never helps anybody, but also focusing on what is scaring you doesn't help you. And it also makes you feel like there's a foregone conclusion about this, that the bad guys already won. They laid out their plan and they've won. Well, where do we factor into that story? Like, did we just lay down and we're just sucking our thumbs and like we never did anything? That's not reality. Not factoring in all the stuff, you know, Secret Service is now talking shit about Trump. Like, our nervous system doesn't factor in that stuff, and we don't see that on the breaking news. But when you panic, you're not even going to know what the things are you can act on and you should act on, because your nervous system is going to be effed up. So when you think you should panic or you should worry, remember the only one that is satisfying is Stephen Miller. And it's falling into his trap. He wants to do the least amount of work to get you the most terrified. Because if he really has to deal with you, if Trump really has to deal with you, if the military really has to deal with us, they will lose. And they know that. They don't want to do that. So they're going to try and be the boogeyman from afar. But they're not going to win, because we actually can end this anytime we want. Other countries can't say that, but we can. So don't put a smile on Stephen Miller's face. Ever.